Hey you guys, we are back to do Ready to Love, the final. We done with this season. Reunion part 2. So Vernicia and Joe, this was sad.
So disappointed. So disappointed.
I seen it coming though. But
you did. You did.
Let's get into it.
Welcome back, KOED fam. Welcome back to another video. Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka Doug. This is my lovely wife,
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
and this is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, reviews, and tonight we will be talking about Ready to Love, the reunion part deuce.
Part deuce. Oh, husband, you look so nice in your yellow sunshine.
Yeah, like a male version of Rainbow Bright in the right lids.
So if this is your first time joining, he told you that part. I'm so sorry. So used to saying that. But if this is your first time joining, you hadn't hit that subscribe button yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. It should say
subscribe. Duh.
If you are
ED.
Subscribed. So if you're a part of the family, it's going to say D on the end, ED on the end. So if you're not, then hey, you're not a part of the family.
Please hit that subscribe button, y'all.
And make sure that you like this video. And if you're watching us on Facebook, make sure you hit like and follow. So on all social media sites, comment down below. Just comment and make sure you watch the link in the video. So you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
We be booking, we be TikToking, we be Instagramming, we be Snapchatting.
Chapping. All right, so let's go ahead again.
Yeah, check us on MySpace.
No. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So it's kind of like starting kind of like the continuation of where Tommy was kind of asking Kyra basically, are you into AJ, and she was like, yeah, she's into him. And he knows that, but she's just not willing to stand on, he's not basically willing to stand on some commitment issues, some things that she needs for him to do. So he's not willing to do that. So that's why it's, they just not going to continue. Yeah. But they will stay friends, and if, you follow on IG and stuff, they be taking pictures and stuff like that. So
Kyra's going to do Kyra, y'all. That's the bottom line.
So, Troy. No,
my man Troy out there getting them kisses and trips. Hey dog, we need to hook us up with a trip to the Bahamas, man. I know you got us, but you gotta kiss somebody, don't you? You gotta kiss somebody to get a trip for Troy, don't you?
No, you don't, because all he do is go in Expedia, so they pretty cheap. So Troy is known as, Thomas said, kiss a lot. I'm not sure, what content creator thought of that or whatever they was watching, but Sir Kiss a lot. And so, like we said on here, Troy was known for kissing and trips. We said it. And it called it out from the jump.
Man, like kissing the women. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Tommy did a poll on what women he offered trips and what women he got a kiss from. Got a kiss from.
Actually, the number wasn't as big like I thought it was going to be.
With the trips?
Yeah, with the trips, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Vernicia said she was the first one.
Yeah, she should have took that trip.
I know that right, honey.
She should have took that trip.
You sure right. So Troy said that, he had a short window, so he was trying to get in there and make his move.
Hey, I understand. You know what I'm saying?
But you don't have to do with kisses and trips and kisses.
But he said when he was kissing the women, that's how he greet the women. Hey.
But then again, they said, like he said, Alexa, I didn't kiss you. You know what I'm saying? He do it so much, he just forget. And like Amber said, you should tell people that, it's kind of like a greeting instead of, because they didn't know.
I try on though too. He said, maybe I should tell people it's my way of greeting women. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, let that man live. Let him get his kisses out and his trips out. And I guarantee you, the main one, he kissed a lot. Main one want to be out there wanting. I guarantee you, Troy often with a trip, they would take it.
All right. So let's move on to Angela. I think I know her name now. Known as the cat lady.
Oh, the cat lady.
Dun dun dun.
Catwoman.
So they show unseen footage of people, the guys talking about her and them cats, and Cat ran away or left, and They said that Twitter went in on her, you know, about them cats and stuff.
Man, that cat probably was in the backyard somewhere in the hole somewhere playing around. That cat
done got more attention than a little bit, and you don't even know.
The cat was a bigger star than she was. That's what's sad.
That's true. So yeah, but he said, well, you know, at least you and Christian gonna go on the date.
Oh yeah, Christian boy, you better watch out for that cat.
Christian excited about that. You know, he said I ain't gotta take no more days off from the post office.
Yeah,
all right, so Kyra and Jason, unseen footage. She was battling with depression, and we didn't even know that because. What Shada Production only showed what Jason said, and we thought when we was watching that would be a turnoff for her because it was like, you know, they show her facial expression like you know, but we didn't know behind the scenes that she was dealing with it too because of the pandemic and stuff. So and
for her to open up to Jason about having depression, she saw them having a common situation, a common issue, and you know they connect like that, and that's why I think she kind of fell for Jason more than she did for AJ, because they had that common thing of dealing with depression. And when you got two like-minded people going through the same thing, you know, like what's the old saying, misery loves company? And maybe that's what she was going through, and she just wanted to be around Jason like that. And she let her guards down for Jason, and she opened up to Jason. So it was a bigger connection there.
She let some of her guards down. Yeah. I think that she was a little vulnerable with him, and maybe he was with her, so they had that transparency, and it didn't seem like AJ is giving that transparency.
Right. And I mean, it's one more thing, and her showing her vulnerability to Jason. That shows a lot of trust she had in Jason. Because basically, she was kind of like opening up and telling, and she felt like Jason just kind of misuse that trust.
Yeah. So Jason said, well, you know, why the change? You know, you keep saying I got to go through the process. What basically do you want? Because he didn't understand, you know, I don't know if Tommy asked that question, why the change, but he don't understand what happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they kept bumping heads. They could not get on common ground. They could not make each other understand what each other was talking about.
Right. Yeah, I can tell you why Kyra changed, but go ahead.
Kyra did say, she said that the energy shifted when the men chose her. And that's something that Simone revealed on the live with her and Ashley, that, you know, and of course we didn't think of, well, before that she said that I didn't think about that, you know. So
I didn't think about it either.
That's when Jason energy shifted.
Yeah.
And
well, while you looking at that, and when Jason energy shifted from Kyra, you know, Kyra saw that. Because she said, she even brought up why your energy shift. So she's not going to put her all into it if she see the energy shift. So she making herself vulnerable again. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of pulled back. That's why she kept saying she wanted to go through the process. She saw Jason's mindset and his energy just totally changed when all the guys picked Kyra. And I think, like Simone said, Jason saw that as, man, that's like 4 or 5 guys that want Kyra. So that's a lot of competition.
Because when they showed the video again, but of course they were talking about Joel, but when they showed the video again, you said, look at Jason's face.
He almost choked on his drink, you know. So Jason went with the path of least resistance with Liz. Because even David said Kyra. So that when Jason mind, well, that means David's into Kyra now, so I can go for Liz.
Right. So. And then Jason said, if you don't make a decision, he told Kyra this, then me and my relationship with Liz will grow. So, and she said, I respected that. I trust that. That's fine. You know, but Kyra said she just wasn't willing to put, you know, she wasn't willing to give to say him to say yeah, because she didn't know. And then another tea that Simone dropped is that, you know, Jason and Kyra spent time together off camera. Well, I think one of them was at each other's house, you know.
Not just that. They saw each other's families, man.
You sure she said that? Okay.
She said they went up. I think Kyra said that, Simone said Kyra met Jason's mom. So, you know, first of all, you got people dealing with depression, they together. Then they showing their vulnerability to one another. Now you meeting the parent. So maybe Kyra thought something was stronger going on there with Jason, and all of a sudden Jason shifted and changed gears on him. So she's like, what the heck happened? You know what I'm saying?
And he didn't communicate that
right.
way. He didn't communicate, hey, you know, the guys are going for you, you know, yada, yada, yada. I'm feeling like, you know, maybe I need to shift my energy over here because yada, yada, yada. And so she did say that she was vulnerable with you and you're going to do me like that. So...
yeah, that when a person says something like that, that's a little hurt. Right
yeah,
there.
Because... you can tell she hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Because when she was talking, she seemed like she was about to cry. Because like it was said, she spent time with his family or she met his family. So it wasn't just what you see on camera. It was connections and stuff made off camera that we didn't get to see and they didn't talk about it on here.
And like you just said, we didn't know she was dealing with depression.
Yeah.
So they didn't show that on the show.
Yeah. But anyway, so basically, Tommy just kind of cut that because it was like they was bumping heads.
Yeah, they were getting heated.
Yeah, so anyway, so let's move on to, let's see. Oh yeah, they did have a side note. So, you know, of course, Liz and Jason, you know, Liz was comforting him afterwards or whatever, and she was like, you did good, you know, everything.
That irritates me, man.
What, really?
Yeah, it's like she was like
baby
him and cuddling him. Baby, you did good, baby, you did good. You made mama proud. That's what it seemed like to me, you know what I'm saying? So, look,
but so let's move on to David. So, you know,
we went to David already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the clips about him and Stacy. The clips about him and Stacy, and just the understanding of, and I knew what they both was trying to say because I was saying what I think David was talking about marriage, Stacy was talking about dating. Yeah. But, you know, as far as the passwords and stuff like that, I think that, you know, at the end they both kind of said the same thing. So, you know.
Well, you know, I saw David's point of view, and I saw Stacey. It was like they was, like you said, it's like they missed each other in the dark, you know. Yeah. And Tommy asked everybody, if you was married, will you be willing to share your passwords? And most people say yes.
Well, he said that, would you be willing to share your password? And they said, well, if it's my husband.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. When I said married, you know what I'm saying? And most of the people say yes. Yeah. And
because we share each other.
Yeah, you know, and so that's what I think David was trying to get Stacey to understand. And Stacey, you thought they was talking, like you said, talking about dating, man.
So let's move on to Vernicia and Joe Elle.
This right here was the biggest. You called it, but I was still.
And the people in the comments. Yeah. I mean, I think y'all called it first because y'all were like, some ain't right about Joe, some ain't right. Some
y'all right. Called it, but
he a rapper. He, you know what I'm saying.
I didn't know he was a rapper. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
But yeah, that relationship, that couple right there was the biggest disappointment out of all this, in my opinion.
Well, it was Joel.
Cause I thought he was a stand-up guy at first, but hey, I pegged that one wrong.
So and then, you know, I know y'all be finding out information, y'all bring it back, because I really don't find out information. I try to stay, you know, abreast of what the show is with not adding other information. And so, you know, of course y'all said that, you know, Joelle's wife passed away. They divorced and then she passed away. So it wasn't like, you know.
Is that concrete though?
I said y'all said. They said, I don't know, allegedly, I don't know. But y'all said that, you know, he got divorced, then she passed away. It wasn't like, you know.
They were still married and she passed away.
That would have been a different thing because they would mean they would still been married. But anyway. So all of that stuff kind of, you know, adds into maybe his character, the way he moves. And so they showed the clip of when Joelle said, I choose Kyra. You know what I'm saying? Which again, that is, to me, that part is where it went downhill for me as far as Joel. I was like, oh, dude, a little shady now. I don't care nothing about him apologizing. It's a little shady.
Yeah, that plus at that moment when Joel said Kyra and David said Kyra, Jason said Kyra, and I think someone else said Kyra at that same meeting.
Yeah, Kyra. It was three of them.
Yeah, and I think that's when all the hate for Kyra started, in my opinion.
Because I put on that thumbnail, Kyra Dance Crew.
Yeah, and all the hate for her started. And at that time, while all them guys said Kyra, at that moment, Jason's heart dropped to the stomach. I said, man, I didn't know I got to compete with all these dudes, man. Let me see. Nobody picked Liz. Let me go.
So, and then I noticed it too when they sat down. I said, "Look how far apart they sit. Like you could sit a whole person in between them." And
Tommy called that.
Yeah, he was like, "Look at your body language. Look how far you guys are sitting." So I'm assuming things ain't.
Yeah, because Vernicia sat there with her arms crossed. When a woman sitting there with her arms crossed, you know something's up, man.
So, she said 2 weeks after filming, he changed.
I just wonder, did the TV show kind of boost his ego up and made him change?
Or okay, you're a rapper.
What rap? I said, I
don't know. Okay. And of course, with that lifestyle, you draw certain attention, and you probably flexing on your Instagram, all that stuff for what it does. But to me, she said he made it seem like I was going too fast. And of course, we know on the show, he was like, "Oh, she too clingy." Listen to his people saying, "Oh, she too clingy. Is she too clingy?" So that right there, of course, she made a comment like, "I can see Joel being my husband. I can see us being married." So maybe she was, like people said, she was into him more than he was into her.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I missed that one too. I just thought Joel was a stand-up guy. I thought he was actually into Vernicia like that, and I missed the boat on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that was gonna be the couple that's gonna.
That's what Tommy said.
Yeah.
She said he slowed down. She said we stopped being intimate. Joe said he talked to all the ladies because the problem is that she said that him and Stacey have a connection. Joe said he liked to communicate with all the people. So he says only I think Ida he didn't have her number or something like that. But Joe said he talked to all the ladies. V said that he was hanging out with Stacey and Chrysanthemum more than me. That's a whole problem.
Yeah, but I guess he was hanging out with them because they stay up in the clubs, and I guess that rap lifestyle, and that's the environment he was in.
And when she did that, Stacey was looking like, huh? And Stacey said,
somebody was lying though.
Stacey said Vernicia heard that Stacey asked did he have a girlfriend. Which I'm saying, I know Stacey got eliminated real quick, but did she not know that he had a connection, with him? And he said that she heard he said he was single.
Basically, he's saying, do you have a girlfriend? He said, no. Then somebody said, what about Vernicia? Well, we're taking it slow. Now, I can kind of understand where Vernicia coming from. She's in her feelings about that. You know what I'm saying?
Because they've said that they will be committed to each other.
My main thing, if Joel felt that way, the slightest way, he should just told Vernicia on the show, no, we need to just be friends and just call it like that. If something happened after that, it's fine. But as for us dating as a couple, no, dog, because this right here, this is a big mess, man.
Yeah, because
he strung that chick along.
Because he said that somebody asked a girlfriend, and he looking shocked like you didn't just come off a dating show and have a connection with somebody, and he looking like no. Then it's like, what about we taking it slow? Okay, you should have did what Kyra did. No, I'm not ready to be in a committed relationship. Let's try to get to know each other more, and let's just take it slow. Don't say, baby, we gonna do this thing, baby, and kiss the girl at the end. So no, once again, I knew that when you went and lied and said, I choose Kyra, you was petty, and that you was not into that girl and you was going to hurt that girl again. You did not initially want to apologize because you didn't feel like you had to apologize.
What makes this worse is that Joel met Vernicia's daughter, and the daughter said,
the mama.
Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about the kids. And the daughter asked him. Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, he was ready. Now, how, that's why I don't like people meeting these kids so early in the relationship, man.
And then, you know, going back to what Stacey was like, B was like, well, I had a problem. He said, because it looked like y'all had something going on because you had your hand on his chest, like y'all was up there talking. She was like, I did not. And so anyway, you know, I don't too much care for Stacey anyway on the show. I don't too much care for what I see in her personality. I think she's very insecure, and that does sound like something that she would do. But yeah, that sounds like something she'll do. I was finna say something. Yeah. But anyway, so. She wanted. Go ahead, baby. Okay. I had paused for a long time.
Yeah, cause I thought you was thinking of what you were trying to say.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But no, what I was about to say just about the Stacey and Vernicia incident with Joel is that I don't know who's telling the truth when it comes to that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stacey said she didn't touch Joel. Vernicia said she heard. Did she say she did she say she saw it?
She said she saw it.
So
as far as the
touching her chest, touching his chest. So I don't know who to believe. You know what I'm saying? Cause Vernicia, she is territorial now. You know what I'm saying? It's like she got a lot of jealousy in her. So, but.
Well, to me, if somebody, you said, oh, that's my man, then you gonna sit there and, you know, you ain't finna be letting a woman be sitting up there touching on, especially if you think they got, you know, feelings for them.
But did it happen, though?
She said she saw it. She said she saw it. I think maybe while they was there.
Okay, so you think Stacey lying then?
Heck yeah. Okay. You know how you can be sitting up there talking to somebody and you probably doing something and not paying attention to what you're doing. Yeah. And maybe that's why, you know, sometimes if Stacey a touchy-feely type person, then she ain't paying no attention to what she doing. And so anyway, I believe Vernicia. But Vernicia was like, well, if Joel didn't want to be in a committed relationship and, you know, he said, well, because he did say, no, it's no doubt, ain't nobody else, you know, I have no desire to date. So she said if she would have known that, then she said, okay, we could just date each other because she can date other people. She said she doesn't feel like she has to chase no man. She said, I'm a beautiful woman. And I agree totally. She don't have to chase a man. She don't. If he's not into her, go on about your business. Because to me, at that point, Vernicia was seeming like she was about to cry because she was very upset. You know what I'm saying? And then to me, embarrassed of how you treated her once again on national television. Well,
then again, I kind of blame Vernicia too, because when they was on that retreat on that ranch,
right?
She forgave him too quickly. You know what I'm saying? That was a red flag right there when he didn't want to apologize to her. So, hey, sometimes you gotta look at the red flags, and where there's smoke, there's fire. And you just gotta leave that situation. So she stayed there, and she got to reap what she sowed. And I hate that happened to her. But when you got a man know he did wrong and don't want to admit to doing wrong and then want to apologize, you got to drag her apology out of him. That's a big no. So, but yeah, man, that's crazy.
So yeah, and then this part too. I know we kind of went to it, but you know, Tommy asked where Vernicia was getting all this information from. She was like, the cast. She didn't want to call out nobody's name. She said the cast. And so she did apologize to Stacey. But she said, and Stacey was like, yeah, because I knew you was giving my attitudes or something like that. And she said, because I know how you move. You know what I'm saying? I believe she know that Stacey is very flirtatious.
Well, I get that. I understand that. But you can't be basing your information off secondhand information.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Because you can have somebody in that cast trying to hate on you, throw salt in your game, mess your game up. You know what I'm saying? So you just can't be banking on that.
Another thing is that this is where Amber come in the picture. So Joel said that, you know, he talked to somebody else or whatever, but he said he did when his mother-in-law passed away that Amber reached out to him and said, what? Did she want him to bring something?
Well, what happened with that situation was that Joel's mother-in-law passed away and Amber called to check on him because they still communicate with all the cast members do. And she said, if you need anything, let me know and I'll bring you something. I would bring you something over to eat, or we can go out to eat well, you know. And so she called Vernicia. I think she called Vernicia and said something to her about, like, you know, I called Joel, and I know, you know, I want to make sure you was cool with it, whatnot. And Vernicia said something like, if you go over there, you know I'm going to be upset. I think that's how it went.
By yourself.
Yeah, by yourself. But, okay, that's all good and dandy. Chris, get out while you can, bro. Because she calling this dude offering him food or taking him out because, I understand that his mother-in-law passed away, but to do something like that, she should have got with you. You and her should have asked Joel, hey dog, me and Amber about to go out. We can take you out, get your mind off your mother-in-law past and whatnot. But she took it upon herself to go over there to pick this dude up or bring him some food over by herself. And here's the kicker. Joel and Amber kissed, or Joel kissed Amber. Okay? So that's why Vernicia feels the way she felt when Amber said something about bringing some food over there, because she don't trust Amber.
She's like, girl, I don't trust you, honey.
Because Joel kissed Amber before he kissed Vernicia.
And Amber was kissing on Ron and didn't tell Chris. So she was like, girl, that's why I said, she said, don't not by yourself, because I know how you move, girl.
Yeah, so Chris, man, I don't know if she told Chris, hey, Chris, I called Joel to see you wanted something. I don't know if she told Chris or not. She probably didn't know how she operates. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. Hey, call it like it is.
So Joe said, the question was asked, do you still care about her? Joe said he still care about her. V said she don't want to have to beg no man for attention, which you don't. So Tommy is trying to saying, hey, can y'all work this out? Can y'all move past this?
He's trying to save it.
And Joe, V was like, I don't think I can, and he said the same thing.
I think V was kind of open to it, but when Joel said, nah, I think that's what really closed the door in that relationship.
He asked her first.
I know, that's what I'm saying. She said, she was kind of hee-hawing around. She really didn't give him a straight no.
Yeah.
And Joel basically gave him a straight no. I don't think it's gonna work.
But what I forgot the dude's name. I forgot, yeah. But he was talking to V afterwards, because she was upset, she was crying, and she was mad and sad at the same time, and disappointed. And so he was saying, man, y'all a good couple, stop trying to put people together. Stop trying, if it's evident that there's some toxicity or some bad behavior, or stop trying to, because they look good, stop trying to put people together. And so, no, it don't need to work, because Joel moved too cricket. You know what I'm saying? He got them babies. He moved too swag. You want swag? His swag is right on out to the left. So, yeah, stop trying to put people together. So, no, they need to let that go. Just let it go. He didn't embarrass to me. He done embarrassed this girl twice on television. And didn't want to take accountability. He never liked to take accountability for what he do. That's the problem. So, yeah.
I don't go to a lot of my train of thought now.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's move on to David and Liz. So, they showed the clips where Liz said, you know what, David got my heart. So, Tommy was asking them the question, on how, Tommy was talking about on the question on how David did not let
Liz talk
at
the end.
Yeah.
And what Tommy said something about Liz said something about David was trying to quit before he got fired. He tried that type of move. And Tommy said something about, well, David, that's not fair because you told Stacy and Cat Girl to go home, but when it was your turn to get kicked to the curb, you threw down the ninja ball and you dipped because you didn't want to hear it.
And it's like he was ready for Stacy. He was ready to tell Stacy.
Oh yeah, he had a little agenda against Stacy because of what happened.
Yeah. And so Tom was like, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's just not fair that you didn't let Liz get it out.
And she got it out.
Yeah, she got it out.
You're
not ready to love.
You're not ready to love. He's like half a block down.
Look, ready to love. So, yeah.
She got it out now.
So, David said that when Liz brought up the fact that when David energy shifted is when he asked her, she said on camera, I think she said on camera or off camera,
what's that?
You gonna kiss Jason again?
Oh. Now, I never saw that on camera.
He did say that in front of her friends, in front of his friends.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I knew they were sitting down eating with the friends, But I think that was like off camera when he said it in front of friends. I didn't see it.
He said it in front of the friends. But and David was like, "That's a lie," and I don't even like to use that word lie.
And the reason why I know that he didn't say it on camera because I'm thinking if they was lying about that, they would have showed it on the reunion thing. I was like, okay, well, Dave, you lying. We got this tape, roll it. You know, they didn't do that. So I'm thinking he didn't say it.
Because I think that's when Liz had her friend, what was his name?
I don't know. Clarence?
Yeah, what was that? I think it was
Clarence.
That an old name too. So yeah, when she was telling the way he did her, and Clarence wasn't here for it. Right. He wasn't here. They should have had Clarence on the reunion down there with David. Yeah. So David said that, you know, that's not true. He called Liz a lie. And so anyway, I think Tommy was saying, you know, you owe Liz an apology. You know, don't you want to apologize for, you know?
Well, David, you know, he said, well, yeah, he manned up, said, I apologize. And so when he apologized to Liz, he walked over there, gave her a church hug, and tried to kiss her on the cheek. And she like,
she kind of turned. He gave her one. You know,
I said, yeah, she trying to show off her and Jason. Look, Jason, I'm dedicated to you. I said, man, I just do not like them.
Okay, so now let's move on to Jason and Liz. So now they were showing clips of Liz and Jason, and you know how they, you know, they kiss, and you know she was all in his shoulder area and stuff like that. Yeah, and you know how their connection went. So you know we all know how their connection went. Now, me personally, I didn't like them together. You know what I'm saying? And I know people in the comments saying, well, he kind of grew on them and stuff like that. And it still didn't. But when I seen them talk tonight, you know, it did kind of change. It kind of changed a little bit now. I ain't saying I want to see them all on social medias, but you know.
I was the one that called it first. I said, yeah, you know, y'all didn't like Jason with Liz. I said, watch, Jason's going to get Liz. And I was right. But now after seeing how they acting and, you know, after David kissed Liz or tried to kiss her tonight and Jason ran down there on the couch, you know, it's like, is it too much, man? You know, it's like, come on, man. It's like, then when he ran down there to sit down beside her after the David scene, then did he kiss her? No, she kissed him like, David, I did good. I told you, I'm with you. She
didn't say that.
I know, that's what I'm thinking, man. She kissed him in front of David to show David, yeah, I got my man. It's Jason, I got my man. He's like, it was just, she put on a little too much.
Tommy asked the question as far as, you know, Liz, basically, what was the attraction for you? Jason, what was the attraction for you? Liz said that, you know, he was honest. Honesty has always, you know, been huge with her, you know, spirituality, of course, and that he never stopped pursuing her.
Yeah. You know, it is what it is, you know. Jason got the girl, and, you know, I really ain't got much to say about that.
So Jason said that she allowed him to pursue her. She allowed him to pursue her.
Yeah, I think that was a shot at Kyra.
It was.
It was a shot at Kyra.
And he was saying that, you know, sometimes, you know, women he dated in his past, you know, just don't understand, you know, allowing me to pursue them. Yeah. And, you know, it was.
I still think.
Because they panned the camera at Kyra.
I don't know. Did Jason say he still got feelings for Kyra?
No.
I thought you said that on the couch.
No.
I thought you did.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, he wouldn't say that in front of Liz.
Okay, I thought you did.
So Jason did say that Liz said that she, you know, she's still celibate because Tommy asked, you know, the question that I want to know as well.
Tommy. Oh, we asked the question about what's going on in people's bedrooms, man.
Have y'all been intimate? Well, she put it out there, so have y'all been intimate? She said no. You know, they have intimate. You know,
she said they have been intimate, but you know, intimate don't mean sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess they doing, you know, the kissing, the hugging, the squeezing, the oochie cooching.
So Jason said that he's gonna respect, her decision, and he's not gonna go past that.
I wonder how long that's gonna last.
I don't know. And
the reason I'm saying that, I mean, because y'all, Jason, and you guys called that Jason he was looking at the bodies. He said something about Kyra's body. Yep, he said something about Leah's body. So he's all about the physical. You know what I'm saying? So definitely. I wonder how long it's gonna last.
Yeah, and at the end, excuse me, y'all. Tommy said, well, y'all may go on to get married. Jason was like,
he did say that.
He's like, So yeah.
All right, Liz. Yeah. Okay. And he got, no, that was David. She said. He had her heart, but she all swooned about Jason.
Yeah,
all right,
Jason was like, so the Liz said that Jason makes her feel safe, and he kind of reminds her of her dad. So
that's so creepy.
And he gave her that rose, but
like his mom. There's some kind of infatuation going on there,
with their
man.
Parents.
Yeah, man. Oh, that's so.
But anyway, I don't know, because Liz made a statement saying, and I'm paraphrasing, even if this don't last, she feels like her and Jason will always have a good connection, a good friendship. So, she's throwing that in there that it may not last, but, they'll always be friends.
But also, that's something Jason need to be worried about, because David said something about Liz told him that she always had this one guy she was dating, and every time they get real close, she pushed him away again.
That's true.
So that's something Jason, he might want to kind of look out for.
And I don't know if he was trying to throw a shot at her, but she was like, yeah, I tell all the guys that I date. She said, I tell.
It was one guy, though, I think she said.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, she said she tell a lot of people.
Yeah,
that's part of her testimony.
Right.
So that's nothing that he was trying to spill the tea on.
So when you got a woman, you get close, and all of a sudden she gets scared and run away, and that's the issue. That's a problem.
Yep. So, but on that note, you guys, we thoroughly enjoyed this season of Ready to Love, and so we have 2 cast members that we will be interviewing on Saturday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. If everything still goes well, I'm going to get that scheduled and that flyer out there. And also, we have a special tribute that we want to do personally for RTL. So we will be having a special video that should be airing on this Sunday morning, a tribute to Ready to Love. So you guys, please make sure your notification bells are on for that one, because you don't want to miss it. You may want to share it with your friends and your family and your loved ones and stuff. But definitely make sure your notifications are on, because you don't want to miss that. So on that note, that's all I got. What about you, babe?
That's it. Well, this season's over with, and I guess next season they're going to be in D.C. So we're going to see how that goes. Maybe D.C. can do it better.
Yep. All right. On that note, you guys, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God, and God go with you. Deuces.